In this video, I will show you how we used Duo Agentic Chat to fill product category field for metrics. So basically, we have over 1,500 metrics which are missing the product category field. And well, this is basically a hole in our data. We wanted to fill it. But it's not easy to do. Of course, with a volume like that, we would want to use some automation. And yeah, we achieved it basically using a rake task. This rake task is not currently on the master branch, but we can run it here. We can run it for the seed management group since I know that this group only has two metrics that are missing the product category, so the rake task should run relatively quickly. And yeah, in this rake task, basically we go through each metric and we ask Duo Agentic Chat to figure out basically which product category should be linked for it. Since it's an agentic chat, we want the agent to load multiple files to get the full context about given metric. So here we can see the prompt that we sent to Duo, and well, essentially we want Duo to load the metric itself, but also feature categories file, stages file, and even the MR that introduced given metric. So got the rake task. Oh, looks like we went through both metrics already. And we are pushing a new branch to GitLab now. Okay, a new MR has been created. Let's open it. So now when we look here, we can see in the changes that we added new product categories to these given metrics. And basically we can review whether these product categories make sense and then request approval from a person from given team. The rake task also copies the command into the clipboard so that we can automatize as much as we can of this process, since, like I mentioned, there's over 1,500 metrics that we need to go through. Yeah, that's basically it. Maybe to share why did we go with Duo here. First of all, it has the domain-specific knowledge about GitLab itself. This is helpful with choosing the product category. Since basically choosing a product category requires knowledge about the product itself and our main repo. Second thing, another way in which Duo was useful for this purpose is that the knowledge of our API made it easy for me to basically implement this automatized MR creation, but also the request creating the Duo workflow. Yeah. And there were some tricks that we used here actually. So first of all, I believe Agentic Chat doesn't have an official API as of now. So what we did here is basically we use the same requests that happen here on frontend when opening a new chat with Duo, which is done using WebSockets. And second thing, we also don't have a support for structured responses from Duo. So when you look at the prompt here, You can see that I expect a specific format output from Duo. Basically, getting a JSON response makes it easier to automatize the category that we add. And so since we can't use the API to guarantee a structured response, I basically tested out an approach where we ask Duo to send us the structured response. And yeah, so far it has been working okay. Here in the logs, we can see that, for example, for the first metric, we didn't get the JSON, but for the second metric, it was JSON on the first try. Here there's a task that I ran beforehand, and you can see that for most of the metric, we didn't need to add like an extra request to ask Duo to just answer with the pure JSON. Yeah, and that's it. That's how we use Duo Chat to fill up the product category field. Thank you.